Love, peace, and blessings, everyone. This is Sakina with Natural Max Health, and it is time for another episode of What's in Your Backyard. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that What's in Your Backyard, I do a short video of just bringing awareness of different herbs or spices that may be growing in your own backyard, maybe your neighbor's backyard, or maybe a local park. Herbs that have medicinal properties, the same herbs that you probably go in the store and spend lots of money for. You probably mow them in your backyard, you probably run right past them in the park and don't even know they're there. So today's herb is elderberry, and I am joined with our local and master naturalist, Anthony. Thank you so much for being here. And Anthony, would you like to just take a moment to introduce yourself and explain a little bit what a master herbalist is and master naturalist is and exactly what it is you do?
Sure. So I'm Anthony. I'm a Georgia master naturalist, like Sakina said. A master naturalist goes through training at various sites. Here in Augusta, you can get the certification through Finizzi Swamp. But you go through the training. It's kind of overseen by UGA, and then you're charged with going and educating the public and volunteering. So, and I'm passionate about ecology and conservation, and I feel like teaching people the value of what's out there will make them more inclined to protect it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So as I mentioned just a little bit ago, today's herb is elderberry. Going to come a little bit closer just so you can see these different clusters. Now the elderberry tree is behind us. We were not able to get very close to it, and I'm going to allow the master naturalist to explain why the elderberry tree is so far away and why we could not get to it, and just offer some more information about it.
Okay, so what we have here is the American elderberry, Sambucus Canadensis, and it likes these habitats on the edge of streams and like water drainage areas and on the edge of ponds. It can be difficult to get to because these areas are often sloped, difficult to mow with a normal lawnmower, and damp. Right, so here we're on the bank of the Uchi Creek. You can see they're quite tall. They grow 5 to 12 feet tall. They have the leaves can get quite large. They're opposite and compound, and before it goes to fruit, it has a creamy white flower in large clusters. Like this fruiting head right now was a flowering head of small white flowers, about the same size as the berries themselves. So the berries, you can't just go pick them and eat them. They have to be cooked, but they're quite delicious. You can replace them in recipes. You can replace blueberries and blackberries. They do have a more complex flavor and they're not quite as sweet, but they are very nutritious. And yeah, I think they're quite delicious, beautiful little berries with a lot of health benefits.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. So as the natural herbalist, I would talk about some of the benefits of elderberry. When most people think of elderberry, they think of elderberry syrup or elderberry cough drops, as elderberry is known to help fight off flus and colds, as they are packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. But some of the other benefits of elderberry that you may or may not have been aware of is, one, it promotes heart health. And that was something that maybe I knew, but just generally did not really take that into consideration. It also lowers inflammation and stress. I think that was a new one to me. Of course, we all know it boosts your immune system, which is why so many parents like to buy for their children before they go back to school, or before the cold winter months start, to boost their immune system so that they can fight off different colds and viruses. Another good benefit of elderberries that you may or may not have known is that it is good for respiratory and lung health. It's high in fiber and it's good for blood sugar management. I think that is really good to know for someone who may be diabetic or just in general need to lower their blood sugar. Now, we picked these today. I was not willing to go back there, so I gave the ladder and the boots to Anthony, our master naturalist here, and asked him to pick them for me. So I will take these elderberry that he picked for me and some that I got the last time that I was here. I'm going to wash them very well. I am going to dry them, and I am going to make elderberry syrup for my clients and anyone else who may be interested. Unfortunately, I do not sell the elderberry syrup on my website, but if you live locally in the CSRA area, I do have it at different events that I participate in, so I will keep you posted on that. So, Anthony, is there anything else you would like to end before we close out?
I don't think so. I think we've given a nice description of the plant.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time and doing a collaboration with me in this video on elderberry. Thank you to the audience for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope it's valuable. And yes, go out. If you live in Grovetown, we're at, what's the name of the?
Uchi Creek Trail in Grovetown.
Uchi Creek Trail in Grovetown. If you live in Augusta, come on out here. Pick you some fresh elderberry. It's a lot cheaper to pick it yourself. Yeah, and make your own elderberry syrup, your own elderberry cough drops, and boost that immune system. Until next time, my friends, take care, be well, and God bless. Ta-ta.
Heal your body and not your symptoms. Be a survivor, not the victim. Treat your body right.